So we're basically halfway through the season, guys. I'm going to be predicting what teams actually will make the playoffs this season. And if your team is not in the playoffs in this video, guys, do not yell at me and dislike the video, please. But this is going to be a banger, guys, because it's so hard because there's so many good teams in this NHL. The clarity of this season has been absolutely crazy. Comment down below. I really want to know your opinion on how do you think your team is doing. What team do you think will make playoffs? What team will not make playoffs? Let's comment down below and talk about it. Let's do this, baby. If you look at the standings here, guys, look how close all these divisions are. This Atlantic division is kind of somewhat close. There's about 5 teams really competing for a playoff spot here. Metropolitan, this is the most close in the NHL, guys. Pittsburgh's in 7th place in the division, and we're only 4 points out from 2nd place with the Hurricanes, guys. This division is so tight. There's literally 5 teams within 2 points of each other. That is absolutely crazy, man. That is so much clarity there, and it sucks that my team's in that division. Up in the Western Conference here, guys, the Central Division is kind of close as well. There's probably 5 to 6 teams, maybe you could say 7 if the Wild go on a run here, that could definitely make the playoffs. In the Pacific Division, there's a lot of close ones, guys. There's 6 teams that could definitely make the Stanley Cup playoffs, guys. And wow, this is gonna be crazy, guys. So let's go through the predictions. These standings are nuts. All right, guys, let's start here with the Atlantic division. It's very tight division, like we just said before, but I do think this team is gonna be first, and I think it's gonna be the Boston Bruins, guys. This team, obviously, at the beginning of the year, we all kind of question marks on them. Are they gonna have the depth? Because they did lose a lot of players. Obviously, they lost Bergeron. They lost a lot of good players here, but they proved us wrong. Marchand is popping off. McAvoy's still him. Pastrnak is still doing his thing. And this team is an absolute wagon, even though they just lost tonight to Pittsburgh. Let's go, baby. Then number 2 here is going to be the Toronto Maple Leafs, guys. Honestly, they haven't been playing the best brand of hockey. Martin Jones has been playing pretty solid, so hopefully he can keep that up, because once again, goalie situation in Toronto is not good. Make sure to check out my Canadian team ranking video previous. Make sure to check that out. But Toronto, I like how they're playing sometimes. They're going to be consistent at times. Their defense are obviously kind of mediocre, so it's going to be hit or miss on their team, but I still think this team will make playoffs and hopefully win a round. I don't really know about that. Third in this division, guys, was very a toss-up between the Panthers and the Lightning, but I'm going to lean the Panthers, man. I like how they've been playing. They have a really good team. They're getting healthier. Goalie is hot. This team is really good, guys. And obviously, besides Cousins, I like this team. Up next, we're going to go to the Metropolitan Division. Once again, guys, 7 out of the 8 teams I can 100% make the playoffs. But I feel like the first one is kind of obvious, right? It's got to be the Rangers. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say it's going to be the Carolina Hurricanes, guys. I've always been not a fan. Trust me, I hate everyone in the Eastern Conference because I'm a Penguins fan. But I gotta respect the Hurricanes because they're such a good team, man. I love how they're built. Great defensively. Goalie situations are not the greatest right now, but they have the scores, man. This team is very solid, and I just think the Rangers are gonna fall down a little, and the Hurricanes are just gonna keep winning. And I think they take first. Obviously, if they don't, I think they're gonna get second. But as of now, I think they jump ahead of the Rangers. I don't know why, because the Rangers are an absolute wagon right now. And that's why, honestly, the Rangers are going to go second. I think they're going to be interchangeable for sure. But I just think the Hurricanes might be able to step up if the Rangers start falling. Up next, after that, this is the big one, you guys. Who can get third in this division? It's very toss-up. It's between like 5 teams. But I'm going to have to go the New Jersey Devils, guys. This team on paper is the best out of the other 5. Obviously, they haven't had a great season so far, but they did actually have a lot of injuries to start the year. They're a younger team, so I feel like maybe they had a shorter off season last year, obviously making it to the second round, but I really don't know if that's really matters for the younger team. But I just like the way they play. They have a really good team, and I just feel like they have more legs than the others. So this comes down to 2 other teams here for the Eastern wildcard. There's a lot of good teams available for this. I feel like the one pretty obvious one here, guys, is going to be the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're a really good team, man. They are a really good team. Vasilevsky's getting back to his form, which is awesome. Stamkos is doing his thing. Kucherov is absolutely insane this year too. So this team is an absolute wagon. They have a lot of superstars on their team. I think they can sneak into the wild card, and I would not want to play the Lightning in the first round. Now this last one, guys, is so tough. I've always been going to Pittsburgh. I've been going to the Islanders. Even the Capitals you got to put in there. Is there anyone else? Maybe even the Red Wings, man. There's a lot of good teams that could definitely make the playoffs here. Flyers, I don't really think so. But it's hard. As a Penguins fan, obviously I want us to win, but we're just so inconsistent, man. Like, it's so hard because day in, day out, I literally do not know what type of Penguins game I'm gonna get. Like, we could be, like, for example, we beat the Islanders 7-0, and we lose 7-0 to the Maple Leafs. Like, it doesn't make sense what we're doing. I'm gonna go with the Islanders. I hate to say this, I hate the Islanders. I hate them with a passion, but I gotta respect them. They don't play a fun brand of hockey, but they win games. Obviously, they do lose in overtime a lot, but I feel like the brand they play, they're just built to get in the playoffs, man. I would not want to play them as well. So that is that. I think the Penguins and them can definitely switch, and I hope they do. But right now, I'm be leading the Islanders. Let's go to the Western Conference, guys. Let me know down below if am I crazy, or do you guys agree with me with that? Let's go to the Western Conference, though. Let's start with the Pacific Division, guys, and I'm gonna have to go with the defending Stanley Cup champions, the Golden Knights. I think this team is really, really good. Obviously, they've had a slow point of their season. Obviously, they're still a really good team, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for a Stanley Cup team for sure. But now they're gonna go rolling towards the end of the year. They're gonna go on a big winning streak, and they're gonna take advantage of that and take control of the Pacific Division. I just think that's gonna happen. Now, second in this division is gonna be. This division is weird, man, because the Oilers started so bad. So, like, where do we put them? It's very, very hard to rank them. But I'm gonna put the LA Kings, man. I really do like this roster. I like Pierre-Luc Dubois. I like how their goalies are playing. Their defense are playing very well in front of them as well. So the Kings are pretty damn good. I would not want to play them in the playoffs, obviously, but it just depends on the goalie, man. If the goalie plays hot, this team could be a very, very good team, a very tough out. So I'm going to say with the Kings second. Now, this third one was so tough, man, because the Canucks are a wagon right now, and they're up on the Oilers by like 11 to 12 points right now. So, like, it's very hard to put the Oilers, so that's why I'm going to put the Canucks. I just feel like the Oilers' slow start to the season is going to make it hard for them to get back into this division. I know they're only down by like 6 right now. I just feel like the Kings and the Knights are just going to keep rolling, and the Canucks are going to have too much of a lead to throw that away. Obviously, it's Canucks, so they could miss playoffs, but like, who knows, man? Like, we don't really know about the Canucks, but I like how they're playing, and it'd be really cool if we did see them in the playoffs. So let's go to the Central real quick before we get to the wild card here. Let's look at the Central. I think the first one is pretty obvious, guys. Colorado Avalanche, man. Nathan McKinnon is absolutely carrying this team. Obviously, they have Cale Makar. They have a lot of good players on this team. Goalie situation is doing pretty good as well. But the defense in front of the goalies are playing unreal. Like, the goalies don't have to make that much of crazy saves to even keep them in the games. The Avalanche are just, they're a wagon, just like when they won the Stanley Cup, man. Like, they're that dominant right now. Second in this division is going to be the Dallas Stars. I really do like this team. They're a little weird at times with the Stars for sure, but I do like this team. Hopefully Oettinger can come back and play unreal. Up next is going to be the Winnipeg Jets, man. I really didn't think this. I thought it would be like the Minnesota Wild for sure, but the Wild have definitely been struggling. The Jets, man, they've been very, very good. One of the best teams in the NHL as of late, and Hellebuyck is the dominant player, man. And honestly, they're getting a lot of depth scoring. Make sure to check out the Canadian videos like I did just post recently. But this team is unreal, man. And yeah, would I want to play them in the first round? I mean, I feel like the Jets, they don't want to play the Knights in the first round because that's like their kryptonite. But if I can see them beating the Kings, I can see them beating some good teams here. So we'll see what happens there. So let's go to the wild card, the last two teams to make the playoffs. I think it's pretty obvious, guys. It's going to be the Edmonton Oilers. The Edmonton Oilers are definitely going to be in there. They're a good team, man. They really are. And the West is a little bit weaker than the Eastern Conference, so I feel like it's pretty obvious and pretty easy to make there. It just depends if they're going to sneak up into the Pacific. But as of now, I'm going to say no. So the last one, guys, is going to be between who? The Kraken, the Blues could make it. The Flames could technically make it, but I don't really see that happening. The Predators are playing good hockey. And also the Minnesota Wild, but it's pretty far-fetched. But it depends if they get healthy and can roll out some wins. But I could see them missing for sure. So I'm going to say it's the Kraken, man. I was hit or miss between them. Honestly, I even forgot about the Coyotes, man. The Coyotes are a good team. If they can play some more consistent hockey, I could definitely see them making playoffs. But very, very far-fetched, and it would be like a last-minute thing. They would definitely sneak in. I would not say it's like 100% happening, but I think I could just see the Kraken making it more than the Coyotes, because the Kraken are a good team, man. They really are a good team. They're very well-rounded. There's good depth on this team, and obviously they're not playing the best brand of hockey right now. I could definitely see them making playoffs. Do I think they could win a round? I mean, possible. Like, they almost made it the third round last year. They almost made the conference finals last year, but I just don't see it happening. So this is my playoff predictions for this NHL season. As of right now, halfway through the season, I can definitely make another one when we're like probably 20 games out of the end of the season, to see if I'm correct. We can review all this, guys. But make sure to comment down below. What do you think? Who do you think makes the playoffs? Am I wrong? Am I crazy? Comment down below, guys. I love having to chat with you guys. So thank you so much for being here. Much love. Be great, guys. Be great. And I'll see you guys later.